Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Waharuka Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching the scriptures, among other things. And salutations to Yakim across the earth, doing his work in sincerity and in truth. Shalom. So this is an article from 2 days ago, and this is what happened in France. They had these huge hailstones, coming down. And yeah, nobody got injured, they say. But yeah, it was beautiful, man. You can also show the video, but I'm not gonna play it. But you can look for the article yourself in some AD news. They can find it with the video in it. Yeah, you see the title on the screen. Just type it and then you can watch the video for yourself. Otherwise, I'm gonna receive a strike or whatever warning for copyright. So yeah, let me just go to the article. France ravaged by heavy thunderstorms with huge hailstones looks like the end of the world. And it's funny. Yeah, they also name it. Yeah, they talk about, yeah, it looks like the end of the world because, like, I think like 2 weeks ago, also in the place where I'm from, they had a mini tornado. And at a certain was a part, yeah, some neighboring cities, they suffered from this tornado. At the location where I living, there was nothing going on, but on the other side of the place where I live, yeah, there was something going on. That's funny. And also, like, a couple of days ago, they had a storm in the southern part of Holland. So yeah, these are all signs that the Most High is showing us that He is busy with visiting the world, the earth, like it's described in the book of Second Esdras, chapter 9. You can start from verse 1. So let me go back to the article. France was hit by heavy thunderstorms on Tuesday. Code red has been declared for the east of the country. Gusts of wind with speeds of more than 100 kilometers an hour per hour have been measured, and hailstones the size of tennis balls fell from the sky. The stormy weather left thousands of homes without power. And this shows you the power that the Most High has, because a couple of weeks before that, they were talking about the drought. It was too dry there, too hot. Spain also, and then it started to rain, so everything flooded. So hey, the Most High is, he's showing that he is busy visiting this planet. All these things going on, dry, then flood the earth. Then these hailstones. Yeah. And now it's already again hot in those countries like France, and they even talk about that Italy, it could get up to 49 degrees Celsius. So yeah, that shows you, man. Numerous of spectral images of the extreme weather are doing the rounds on social media. It seems like the end of the world, the resident says. Yeah. In the spirit, they know it's going to be horrible, like the book of Amos explains. Chapter 5. 5 and 18, if I'm correct. Woe on you who decide the day of the Most High. The day of Yahweh Basham Yahushai. To what end is it for you? Matter of fact, let me just jump to it instead of quoting it. Let me see. Book of Amos, chapter 5 and 18. Woe unto you that decide the day of Yahweh Basham Yahushai. To what end is it for you? The day of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and the serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? So in the spirit, people know that, even while they be teaching this nonsense in the church until this day, the people know in the spirit that it's going to be a horrible day. Scriptures are very clear about it. So let me see. Back to the article. Numerous spectral images of the extreme weather are doing the rounds on social media. It seems like the end of the world, the resident says. The violent storm caused a lot of material damage in several places. For example, the roof of a supermarket in Dijon collapsed while customers were still inside. There were no injuries. Too bad. It's very hot in various parts of France at the moment. In the Haute-Savoie department, the temperature climbed to 40.2 degrees. It was the first time the mercury rose about 40 degrees on the French mainland this year. Lightning. Code red is also very rare in France. For example, it was only announced once last year in 24 Eastern French departments. Code orange for thunderstorms applied on Tuesday, and code orange for heat was enforced in the 9 departments. On Wednesday, the warning for thunderstorms still applies in 12 departments. In Haute-Rhin, 6,000 households were without power on Tuesday evening as a result of the storm. In the territory de Belfort, 1,200 families still had no electricity around 10 p.m. Around 8 p.m. there were still 4,000 lightning and there were still 4,000. Lightning had struck at least 500 times in the Dobbs department. About 2,500 households were also without power. Also code red in Switzerland. There was also a heavy thunderstorm in Switzerland on Tuesday, on the hottest day of the year. So you see the power of the Most High? In Chur, in Graubünden, the hottest place in the country, the measure rose to 37.6 degrees. In the canton of Fribourg, a woman was seriously injured by a lightning strike, and there were, the Most High pinpointed that female. And there were delays at Zurich airport due to the storm. Just like in France, code red applied to the entire country in Swiss. Yeah, so you see a picture of how big the hailstorm is, and you can look up the article and then you can watch the video for yourself, So yeah, we go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. And the flame is about to come. When Yahushua is coming back with the chariots, and the nuclear missiles gonna fly through the air, the chariots gonna shoot these laser beams, and this nuclear fire is gonna be round and about. Hey, it's gonna be horrible, Revelations 12 and 12. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, man. That's it. It's about to get loose, So let me see. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 8. Who covered the heaven with clouds, who prepare rain for the earth, who maketh grass to grow upon the mountains. Yeah, who's in control? It's the Most High. Also, also the one in Proverbs. Thinking about the scripture in Proverbs. Grab that in a moment. Let me see. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 107. Let me start at verse 23. They that go down to the sea in ships that do business in great waters, these see the works of the Lord and his wonders in the deep. Yeah, they see the works of Yahweh Basham Yahushai. For he commanded and raised the storm wind, which lifted up the waves thereof. Yeah, remember the story when Yahushai was with the disciples. They were on a boat, and then it started to storm. Yahushai was sleeping, and the disciples, they panicked, and then they woke up Yahushai, and he rebuked the sea, the wind. And the sea was calm, and later he went to walk on the sea, and Peter also wanted to walk, but he started to doubt, basically lost his faith. Then he started to sink, So So let me see. Let me jump to the book of Proverbs. I was thinking about the scripture. Let me see. So this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 30, verse 4. Who had ascended up into heaven or descended, who had gathered the wind in his fist, who had bound the waters in a garment, who had established all the ends of the earth. What is his name and what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? And that also shows you that the names of the Most High and his son are not written in the Bible. You need to decipher it, go back to the Hebrew, So why? Because the Bible is filled with the words God and Jeevers, So yeah, that also should show you something. But the scripture shows you this: who had gathered the wind in his fist. Yeah, it's talking about the Most High. So yeah, I'm going to leave it like that. So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Baharuka Kudash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the scriptures among other things, and salutations to Yakim across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and in truth. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom.